watered-down salmon juice infused with catnip made me gag. "Stop." She chuckled and strolled across the counter toward the fridge. "What should we eat?" I followed her. "You know, if you wouldn't walk all over the counters, I wouldn't constantly have to clean them." Birdie stood on her hind legs and pawed at the fridge. "It's fun. You should try it." She whispered a spell, and the fridge door swung open. "We have eggs and milk. Looks like there's still bacon left, too." I nodded woodenly as I pulled the requested items from the shelves and closed the door. Before I began cooking, though, I started the coffee maker. Priorities first. The sounds of percolating coffee filled the air, and the familiar scent alerted my subconscious that it was time to wake up. I pulled the frying pan from beneath the cupboard and began laying slices of bacon in it. As I did, my gaze drifted to the simmering pot of potpourri Birdie and I had crafted nearly a week before, which would protect us in case the person who'd murdered her returned. "Don't let me forget to add moon water to our pot, okay?" Birdie glanced up from the package of bacon she'd been sniffing. "I should refresh our ingredients, too. We'll do that after breakfast." If I hadn't helped her create the concoction, I might have been concerned that it wouldn't be powerful enough to protect us. But my next-door neighbor and fellow witch, Birdie, had sensed the magic all the way from her house. If it was that strong, I figured we were good. As I whisked the eggs I'd cracked into a bowl, I glanced toward my aunt and found her studying me with an intense look. I smiled, trying to reassure her I was fine. "Aunt Birdie, when I talked to Gertie the other day, she thought you might be strong enough to reverse the memory spell my parents placed on me." Her furry black ears twitched. "No, I don't think so. You know my powers are waning." I gave her a hopeful look. "But if I lend you my power, like I've done in the past, it might." "It's not enough." She jumped from the counter to the floor and trotted toward the table, letting me know she'd said all she would about the topic. If she thought I'd give up that easily, she was wrong. I flipped the bacon and grabbed a smaller frying pan for the eggs. "I still think we should try. What if it could work?" "You already said I'm stronger than you'd thought I would be. It's worth a shot, isn't it?" She huffed with annoyance. "Is that really what you want to waste your energy on? Don't you think it would be better to use it for things that benefit your future?" Her response echoed what Gertie had told me days before, but neither of them would dissuade me. How can you separate your past from your future? How do you know who you are without knowing where you've been? She dismissed my rationalization with a shake of her head. "You didn't lose all your memories, only those from a few summer months that happened years ago. You know who you are without them." Except I had a feeling that summer had been a pivotal point in my life. "I want to remember, Aunt Birdie. I want to recall my time with you and with Caden." She turned away and licked her paw. "I'm sorry, Evie. If I thought it would work, I'd try, but neither of us is strong enough." I glared at her, even though she wasn't looking, miffed that she wouldn't give us a chance. She'd given me her answer, and there was no point arguing further. If she wouldn't help me, I might have to try kissing Caden again. Unfortunately, that came with a whole host of separate issues. If only my life wasn't so complicated. I withheld an audible sigh and transferred bacon and eggs to my plate, grabbed 2 small crystal saucers, and placed them on the table before I returned for utensils and a large mug of coffee. I cut her breakfast into small bite-sized pieces and slid the saucers to her. She licked a piece of bacon before eating it. "Yummy. Don't forget the milk," she said around a mouthful. I narrowed my gaze, wondering if giving her milk made me a bad pet mom, or if I even was a pet mom.